Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey everybody, how you doing? Charles here, and welcome to a great new show. Now listen, I have a special guest for you. But she said she's kind of nervous. I'm like, why are you so nervous? We're gonna have a great time. So I need all my listeners and viewers on the show to make sure she has a great time on the show. Please welcome my special guest, Shelly.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hey Shelly, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Don't worry, my viewers are so gentle. They're going to have fun with you today because you got a lot of stuff going on. You got a lot of information and business that can help everybody. That's one thing I like about it. I was checking out your website and there's a lot of resources that you can help people that need the help. So let's
Yeah.
dive right into it. Before we get started, who is Shelly? Born and raised. Where are you from, Shelly?
I'm originally from Jamaica, so I'm a Jamaican immigrant. I'm in Toronto now, so Canadian, mother, wife, friend, um, person that really loves the empowerment of women in our community, women of all backgrounds, age groups. I believe in women in tech. I just whatever it is that I can do or be of service in my communities is important to me. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, who Shelly is.
All right, so let's narrow it down though. Which part of Jamaica you're from?
Kingston. I'm Kingstonian, so born and bred in Kingston, not rural.
Half of my audience just made some noise and they just went,
Yeah.
there you go. All right. So then growing up in Jamaica, what were your thoughts and for business? Like what did you want to do? What did you want to become?
Well, growing up in Jamaica, I wanted to get out of where I was born. I was not fortunate to be born with a lot of stuff. I was born poor, as many Jamaicans are. I was always outstanding academically. I mean, I went to high school at 9 years old, so I was always outstanding. But I always felt as if I had potential, but the means to become my best self would some might elude me. So growing up, I just wanted to access opportunity. That was it. I wanted to access opportunity that would assist me in becoming the best version of myself.
Okay. So then anything that you saw that you said, okay, I can be that. Like what was the first two jobs that you started to grow up and go, oh, that's me. I know that's me.
I wanted to become the first female prime minister of Jamaica. Believe it or not, that was my first big goal. I was involved in politics at a young age. I was involved in the youth organization, so that was my first goal. And as I got more into politics, I realized it was not for me. Then I kind of pivoted towards business, and it's where I stayed. I think I lost your. I think I lost.
All right, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
There you
Sorry.
go. So that's okay. So what age did you get that entrepreneurial bug? What age did you say, you know something? I can't work for people. I need to work
I
for
I've
myself.
I've since about 19 years old, I've started working for myself. So I
Okay.
started really young. Apart from summer jobs, my first career was entrepreneurship.
And then what was the first job that you said, you know something? I'm going on my own. What was it?
My first opportunity came. I worked temporarily at a computer shop. I was like really outstanding. The store was closing, and the overseas investor gave me the opportunity to keep the store open if I would work for free and
Okay.
prove my maturity and ability to manage the company. And that was my very big break. And I worked like crazy. I walked to work. I brought my lunch from, just I was not gonna let the opportunity, go. So I did everything that I could to ensure that I was successful.
There you go. There you go. So you said you're a mother, a wife. So what's the one thing about the business that you're trying to teach your children right now?
To have a positive mindset. One of the things that I've learned as an entrepreneur is that everything that you need to keep you is within your mind. I mean, there's always going to be challenges and obstacles, but unless you are in full control of your mind, and also your how I structure my day. I'm a big believer in routines. So I try to focus on my mind and keep my routines. And if I have successful routines throughout the day, then I will eventually have a successful day, which is leads to a successful week and so forth and so on.
All
So
right.
that's what I try to teach them.
So give me an example of your routine. What is Shelly in the morning?
So my morning routine is to get up at 5. I have
Oh,
my spiritual 1 hour.
you just lost me.
Yes.
Never talk in the morning.
Spiritual 1 hour. I try to put in exercise. This is if I do a perfect morning routine.
Okay.
I do my exercise, breakfast, and I try to get my daughter ready, my 8 year old for school and so forth. Then I start my morning. I have to get up really early because that's the only time I'll get to exercise and have any mental time where I'm free to not be feeling as if I'm in a rush or I'm not doing something. So
I get
that's what the early mornings are about. But
so,
yeah,
so that's your me time. That's your time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So if
because
I don't wake up, I lose it.
as soon as you said 5 o'clock, it was like that's over. All right. So you set your day, you start it off, you get going. Then what is the main thing that you focus on for yourself to get stronger in business? Because what I've been interviewing people, I found out that they all have their routines. They do their affirmation, they do their general stuff, and it just starts off their day like they're already focused. And then some people get out of bed and like, oh, okay, I'll start later. Oh, I'll do this. They're not really focused on getting it going. So what's the main thing that, why you started to do this?
I'm a super scheduler. I have my 1 year calendar schedules and what I want to accomplish each month. Then it's broken down into weeks. Then it's broken down into days. So when I wake up, I have my to-do list already. I believe that if you roll out of bed and then you try to figure it out, you're just going to always be behind or things that's kind of left undone. What priority won't, you won't know what's priority and so forth. So I try to be really scheduled and always on my desk, I'll have a million books, my to-do list, my this, my that. It's just, I'm very scheduled. If not, I'll procrastinate like everybody else.
Right.
I will be all over the place like everybody else. So without that, so there's no superpower. It's just to be super organized and scheduled. That's what makes me successful.
Okay, so let's talk about your success. Let's talk about your business. Tell everybody what your main core business is.
So my main core business is workforce transformation. I work with both entrepreneurs and mostly senior professionals who either want to clarify what they want to do as a career, whether it's a new leaf they're turning over, whether they're starting as an entrepreneur for the first time. I guide them in getting into the next stage of their lives, figuring out what their strengths are, how can they be fulfilled, more fulfilled in their career. We suffer from an workforce industry of 85% of people that are disengaged in what they do. And we spend most of our lives at work. So you can see why the world is what it is.
So then let me ask you a question. Is it ever too late to change? Is it ever too late? Once you're in your job, like some people have been in a job for 15 years and they're like, I'm stuck. I don't think I can go anywhere. Is it ever too late to change?
I don't think so. I think it's never, I think you are actually doing yourself a disservice. Imagine waking up and hating what you do for the rest of your working life. Like, who wants to live and die like that? I mean, even if you have 10 years of doing something, that you love, even if you have a year before you die, of living that incredible life, why wouldn't you want to do that? I think it's sad when we let the world and sometimes even our own circumstances dictate to us that it's too late. However, I do believe you need a plan. We have families, we have expenses. You can't just wake up one day and just drop everything. You need a plan to transition. You need a plan to assist in getting where you are now into the life of what you want, where you want to be and what you want to do. So that's what I think they need. Just
It's
a plan.
It's funny that the reason I asked that question, it's funny that you said that because I think it was yesterday or my show. My son asked me when I was coming into the studio, he's like, Dad, do you like what you do? And I'm like, why are you asking me that? He's like, well, you're always smiling and happy to go interview people and do your job. And I was like, yeah, if you don't love your job, son, every day you're walking into something you hate, your life is not going to be funny anymore.
it's a burden, right? It's like you have a huge burden on your shoulder. Can you imagine if we lived somewhere where everyone that you meet is excited to be doing what they're doing? From your taxi driver to your the person in your restaurant. It's just everywhere. Everybody's like so excited, so happy. This is your dream job. Like the world would be like a total different place, right?
Well, that is the ultimate dream. That is the ultimate dream.
Yeah.
All right, what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, we're gonna dive into your website and show everybody how do you accomplish this. How do you help them get to that next level? If you're in a position you're like, oh, I need to get out, Shelly is the person for you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Immigrant Women in Business, IWB, is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com.
Yeah.
Yes, we are back live, and my special guest, Shelly, and she's going to show us how to make our life better, how to smile. I think that's what the main thing is. When you wake up and you go to work, you need to smile. A lot of people ain't smiling anymore.
No, they're not. No, they're not. And it's sad.
All right, so here we go. Let's get to your website. Here's your website, and tell us a little bit more about how do we fit? Do we call you? Do we need to set an appointment? How does it work?
So we normally set up an appointment. We do a free consultation to figure out whether it's career-wise or if it's entrepreneurship. Figure out what you want to do. A lot of times persons have the nudge and they have an idea, but they are not 100% sure. So we want to ensure that you're at the place where you need to be to start, and then to kind of bring out a plan in the beginning of our consultation. And then once we kind of have that and the person is feeling confident, then we move forward. And we also have programs and courses that persons can take on their own, which is standalone.
Okay, so let's go over to some of the resources here. There's a lot of resources, so break some of them down.
5 secrets to growing a 6-figure business. We break that down into 5 different areas that you need to do, or you need to go through as an entrepreneur to ensure that within the first 3 years of your business, you accomplish your objectives. And so we give you so many resources, from charts to spreadsheets to workbooks, just a whole bunch of stuff within that. And then you're over the programs now. Then we have courses. Right now we have 3 courses that are still open. The Entrepreneur's Compass, which again guides person from the idea stage all the way to growth in their business, and the Career Design Compass, which takes you from where you are right now into a 4 to 6 year journey into accomplishing that new career that you want to embark on.
All right, so let's go back to here for a second, because a lot of people that start in their career, right? I feel give up too quickly. You know what I mean? They start and then they get upset, like things are not happening for them, and they give up too quickly. What do you say about, you're an entrepreneur diving in? What's the mindset you have to go in about things are not going to happen right away? That's the main thing. They're not going to happen right away.
Yeah. So both for entrepreneurship and career, everything takes effort. It takes a plan. You have to have a strategy, and within your strategy, you have timelines, not ridiculous fantasy timelines, but real timelines as proven, as done, accomplished by others, before you. So that's something that I would tell persons that are going into entrepreneurship. The second thing is I don't think entrepreneurship is for everyone. A lot of persons think that entrepreneurship is the go-to thing. I believe that a lot of persons will not suit your who you are as a person. I think a lot of persons would do better in a career that is fulfilling. There's a lot of headaches that come with entrepreneurship. A lot of headaches. It's
can
not
we,
all sunshine and rainbows in entrepreneurship.
hold
And
on.
oh,
Can you rewind the tape on that one more time and just repeat that for everybody, please?
it's not for everyone. It's hard. Entrepreneurship is hard, and sometimes it's unnecessary. According to what it is that you want to accomplish in life, it does not mean that everyone has to start a business, right?
Right.
To accomplish that, you can be a senior executive. You can be a consultant. There's so many different things that you can do to accomplish success in your field, of expertise. So I truly recommend that you first look at the career. Maybe you're not just dissatisfied with being an employee. You're dissatisfied with what it is that you're doing. You're dissatisfied with how you're doing it, or the organization that you're in. So I kind of work with people first because, as I said, entrepreneurship is not for everyone.
Okay, so I stopped at this page right here. It says, okay, if entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but then you have in their title, discover your dream job. So you can have your dream job and not be an entrepreneur, correct?
Correct.
So there you go. So, you find what you're good at, find your happy place. All right. So I see here you do blogging as well. Tell us about the blog.
The blogging is new. Honestly, I'm so busy. I really would like to be more consistent with blogging, but it's here and there. It's something that I plan on work on in my 2021 to 2022. More blogs, more podcasts, getting myself out there instead of just being buried in other people's lives and their business. Get out and put myself out there. So I hope to write more and speak more and just express, let others know about my experience, and just be of service in any way, or any way or form that I can from what I know, from my knowledge.
All right. And like she said, there is a podcast as well, so you can listen, get him helpful tips and tricks to move forward. All right. So this is what we're going to do at this time right here. We are going to play a quick game, and it's now time for...
Oh.
Now time for Pick 3! All right, so it's now time for Pick 3. It's a fun, easy game. It's real simple. Okay. You don't have to worry about it. I see the sweat coming.
I'm already nervous.
Well, this is an easy game. All you have to do is pick 3 numbers between 1 and 10.
Okay, 3, 7, 9.
All right, so now those are the questions I'm going to ask you from my pile of questions over to the left. All right, ready? Okay. Question number 3 that you picked was, what advice would you give someone trying to pursue a career similar to yours?
I would say you need to be versed in many areas of business. Being an entrepreneur that works from startup to growing a business, you would need to wear many hats. So you need administrative experience, you need marketing, you need business growth and development, a little bit of HR, just a little bit of everything. And sometimes that's something that you can learn in school, and sometimes it's just going to you're going to accomplish it as you grow.
Okay. Number 7. If you were in my shoes, what question would you have asked yourself that I never asked you?
Why did I decide to go down this path? I mean, I've been in many industries before. Why am I now at this stage of my life into workforce development and improvement, I guess?
And the answer is?
The answer would be because I ran so many businesses. At one point, I remember I had 400 employees when I was in e-commerce in different call centers and stuff. And I just figured out there's so many people that are just living from hand to mouth, and they're just operating, but they are not doing the best job in that role because they're not operating in their strength. And I found that people not operating in their strengths within an organization really negatively impacted the organization, and they don't mean to do it. They just hate what they're doing, and they're so they're showing up. They hate it, so they cannot be their best selves. They cannot accomplish all the potential that's inside of them. And so you as a business is suffering. And I kept seeing that on and on. And as I got older and more established and more successful, I wanted to follow something that I was passionate about.
Okay.
And here I am.
All right. So last question. Top 3 people that have influenced you and changed your life.
The top 3 persons are pretty much dead. I think there's Napoleon Hill. Totally transformed my life when I started reading his books. I loved Henry Ford, and I love Nelson Mandela's story also. You know, I really love his struggles. I really love how he the love that he had and the difference of in terms of his mindset when he came out of his struggle. There was no hate. He understood the bigger picture and much more. A lot of them are dead. I did not have a lot of even female. I really searched hard, but I have a lot of you know, dead authors and men and women in the past. Not much now. I don't know. Maybe you could recommend. Is there any you'd recommend?
There we go. We'll figure that out together. There we go. So then here's one thing I wanted to ask then. Moving forward into the business, what legacy do you want to leave behind?
I want to leave behind an organization that is global and it's globally affecting or improving the workforce. Globally, it's assisting persons in figuring out what it is that they want to do truly and helping them get there. That's my legacy. I think that will significantly change the world, you know, in a positive way. Happy people, you know, going home, driving, no road rage, no Monday morning, you know, anger. It's like happy people. You're happy, you know, you're going, so you're doing, and happy people, competent people, you know, and people reaching their fullest potential in your industry because you're excited, you're good at it. You know, and you're just being your best self. So that's the legacy I would like to leave.
All right. Now I have a question for my audience that are watching, so I'm going to put it up on the screen. What is the best business advice for women startup owners?
Plan well. A lot of businesses fail because we do not plan. We have an idea and we run out of the gate too quickly, and you will fail. If you are not able to withstand all the challenges, the obstacles, the delays in starting a business, you will fail. The best ideas fail. So I would say plan well, not be stalled, you know, and be stuck in inaction. Plan well and then launch.
Okay, so let me take 2 steps back, because for me, I thought I was a procrastinator because I took too long to open up my business because I wanted to research this and research that and research this and more and get to know in the business. When is too long and what is too short?
I think it's more about it can be time related to time, but it can also be related to content. What are you researching? If you have not like put together something that's applicable, it's like you're planning, but you're planning with steps to take you from step 1 to 100, right? Not just planning and just piling information on top of information. You're planning so that you can take actionable steps. You can take actionable steps and you can manage your risk. So if you're doing that, then some persons it will take them 6 months, 3 months. Other persons it might take you a year according to your situation. But you're planning with actionable steps. You're planning managing your risk. So okay, with my actionable steps, if I'm planning for this to happen in 3 months and it doesn't, it occurs in 6 months, can I survive?
Right.
So it's that kind of planning, like strategic planning, not just all over the place, you know, 1 million, 500 sheet plan. No, it's planning with actionable steps and managing your risk and just being in a position where you can move with the storm.
Okay,
that
so
would be my summary.
Here's another question. I think we pinpointed it in earlier, but I think she wants you to break it really down. So here we go. Why did you decide to become a business owner? She's just tuning in. What was the main thing that said, I'm my own boss? I'm the boss. Shelly's the boss.
I I took for myself, I took the opportunity. I was given an opportunity and I seized the opportunity. It's not necessarily that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I seized the opportunity, and then as I was doing it, I found that because I had my personality, I've always been strong in many areas. I was always academically strong. I was in sport, leadership. There's so many things that I did well. I was able to balance leadership, and I was always, no matter where I've gone, I've always been promoted to be the president of something, the captain of something. I've always been my personality, so I was able to, I would say, flourish in entrepreneurship, and so I stayed. If I was failing and I realized it was not for me, I would have gone down another route of finding some other skill to master.
All right. Well, listen, I love when my audience asks questions, so let's put them back up real quick. So check her out from Remax. There you go. And Entrepreneurs Herself Online, RKM. Thank you guys so much for your questions, because this is what it's all about. It's teaching each other how to move forward. It's teaching each other how to get to that next level. And that's what you're doing. You're taking your skills and you're helping others to move forward. And that's what we all need to do, is brand ourselves and teach forward. So your classes, since we're doing COVID, are you doing online classes? You're doing online speaking? Where can we find you?
Yeah, so I have programs right now with my website that are starting again in September. Apart from that, I am already so bottled down in everything else that I'm doing. I'm super busy. And you can reach me on LinkedIn. If there's any questions that you have for me, reach out on LinkedIn, ask me. If I can send you a worksheet, if I can give you an advice or send you to a resource that I know for your problem, I'll be happy to do it. So reach out to me on social media and I will assist you as best as I can.
There you go. All right. Before I let you go, we have one more game to play. You ready?
Oh, okay.
I love it. It's called Fire Rapper. Ready? So I just fire questions at you. You just wrap them real quick back at me. Whatever you think comes to your head, you just say it. And if you want to explain, you have like 45 seconds to explain your answers.
Okay.
You
I'll
good?
try my best.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. White rice or rice and peas?
Rice and peas.
Okay. Favorite dessert?
Pecan pie.
All right. Favorite job you've ever had?
Working for myself.
All right. What is the first book that you've read that changed your life?
The Richest Man in Babylon.
All right. What is your hidden talent that nobody knows about?
My hidden talent. I grow stuff. I'm a farmer. I've had a farm before, so I've planted and I've grown plants too, perennial plants. So I'm a farmer.
Okay.
I can do aquaponics.
All right. So when no one's around, you're jumping in the shower. What song are you singing?
I'm singing a lot of old reggae.
All
Bob
right.
Marley, just a bunch of old reggae.
Okay. If you could meet anybody, past, future, who would you want to meet?
I would want to meet Napoleon Hill. I'd like to meet him.
All right. So here it is. He says to you, I'm coming over for dinner. You got to impress him with one meal. What are you making?
I'm going to do something Jamaican. So I'm probably going to do some rice and peas and some jerk chicken and just some fried plantains and, beautiful salad. Pretty much I'm going to stick with Jamaican because it would be new to him. It would not be something he would have experienced before. So I would stick with my Jamaican meal.
All right. So then if it's Jamaican meal, here's my last question, because now you got me hungry. All right. Is it carrot juice or sweet sap?
For me, it would be carrot juice. I can't stand sweet stuff. It's just it's not for me.
There we go. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Thank you so much. We got to know you a little bit better. See, it was painless, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm going to look back at it. I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to be able to see all the things I could have done better, but I survived. So thank you.
There you go. And my audience, she did a great job. Make sure you give her some hearts and some likes to show her some love. make sure she understands. And that's all it's all about, is giving information. You did a fantastic job. But before we let you go, is there anybody out there you want to say hi to? It's your time to do the Queen wave and say hi to anybody you're watching, family and friends. Do your shout outs.
Just my husband and my, 5 million kids, just saying hi to them. I'm here, and thank you for supporting me and being behind me no matter how crazy my day gets.
There you go. There you go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. There is her email. You can shout her out. And like I always say to everybody, thank you so much. You didn't have to watch, but you did. And I appreciate you did. And because you did watch, here it is. Be happy. Don't wake up every morning going to work unhappy. Find that in your life, smile. And if you can change. It's never too late to change that job or to get to that next level. Sometimes we're scared to go into the boss and say, you know something? I need a new position. I think I can do that job. Give me a shot. It's your shot to go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged